Hi guys, this is Mischief and welcome to Alan Wake. I can't remember what episode, I think we're on 4.
Previously on Alan Wake. I came to Bright Falls with my wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming here with me. I thought maybe you could wait here.
I don't want to hear it! God damn it, Alice!
Now, she's missing.
Alice? Alice?
I woke up behind the wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare. The sheriff took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed at. But the cabin had disappeared.
Yeah, so that's a rundown of what we've just played.
Honey, I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up.
Wow. That's quite weird.
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
Whoa, hold on, the coffee's for me. New TV.
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
Well, you seemed to think so last night.
Is that meant to be me? I'm a sexy beast. Could we go in here? No. Let's just check this door. Okay, we can't run. Just make sure we don't miss anything. Ooh.
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called. Alan!
It's not even
Alan!
dark.
Please check the fuse box.
Oh, shut up. Okay. The sudden stop. What?
It's true what they say about the fall and the sudden stop at the end. I'd lain here in the snow while the lurid chain of scenes that had led me here kept playing in my head. A rerun of my own private snuff movie. A memory of my corpse. Alone at my own wake. Thinking in metaphors again. The femme fatale was gone. Only a sour taste remained of the kiss that killed me.
Okay. That didn't sound like our voice. Might just be me.
This was a late goodbye. 13 years after I'd gotten my revenge, it had finally caught up with me. It had been a long time to bear the pain. My blood painted the snow red. The gruesome, slushy, dissolved all the scattered painkillers and leisurely dripped down to the sewer, mingling with the bile of the city, becoming one with it. I can see them now. My wife and my baby. Honey, I'm home.
Ooh, morbid.
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry!
Oh, shut up. I'm looking at this first. Okay, so we've got The Fall of Casey, The Things I Want, Alex Casey, What I Can't Forget, and Return to Sender.
I really don't like this,
Oh,
Alan.
shut up.
Please hurry!
Look, it's not even dark.
I'm right here, baby.
I'm fine. Just get the lights back on, now, please.
Get a grip. You have to face your fears.
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay. Hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry.
Ooh.
We'll just break out the candles.
I know it's stupid, but it's just... Especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
And then it was the startings of the film of The Day After Tomorrow.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head.
Okay, so you just bought a fish and put it on the
I'm sorry
table.
you had to cut your morning fishing short for this, Doc.
Oh, she's a beauty, ain't she? Not the biggest I ever caught, if you can believe that coming from an old fisherman like me, but she's right up there. Now, she's a largemouth bass, which is what you're after if you prefer a lure. Now, if you want either trout or salmon, on the other hand, then it's fly fishing for you. Are you a fishing man, Mr. Wake? Oh, it doesn't really matter, I suppose, but it can be very relaxing out there. You can't get me off the water this time of year. Closest thing to heaven.
If you say so. Okay, let's go and find the sheriff. Right, there she is. Is that her? Okay, let's just explore a bit first. Ooh. Is that Stucky? It's weird.
Come in, Mr. Wake.
Oh, no.
Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Didn't really want to go in.
Mr. Wake, the sheriff is waiting for you in her office down the corridor.
Okay. Surely we get a chance to explore after. Let's just
Your
go see what
phone,
she wants.
Mr. Wake?
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake? How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd locked me up. Excuse me. I need to take this. Hello?
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak.
Mr. Wake, can I help you with anything?
Don't do nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor. Just don't mind Walter in there. He's one of our regulars.
I thought he quit drinking for good.
Oh, no such luck. He went on a bender and beat Danny pretty badly. He started shouting at that the moment he woke up.
Coffee page. Alice sees a shadow.
Alice looked through the viewfinder, lining up the shot. Cauldron Lake was breathtaking. Something caught her eye. A figure standing in the shadows behind the cabin, like a thin woman in a black dress. She lowered the camera and looked again. No one there. Just a collection of bushes that looked vaguely human-shaped. She shook her head and laughed.
Okay.
Damn it! More light! I don't like the goddamn...
Yeah, it's Mulligan here. I'm at Stucky's gas station with Thornton. There's no sign of him. Over.
Wait. Yeah, this is Thornton. Look, we've located the brake float. It's here. That's some good news, right? Stucky was supposed to be driving it at the rehearsal today. Over.
Oh, give me that. Mulligan here. Looks like someone really thrashed the garage. Over.
Okay, roger that, guys. Keep looking for Stucky. Jane's out.
Oh dear. I hope they don't try and link me to that.
Hey, mister!
Oh, shut up.
Hey, can you turn the light? The light's
No.
on! The deputies, they don't understand. Thank you, man, thank
Jesus.
you. Hey, you're alright. You're a good guy. Don't let anybody tell you different.
Okay.
In spite of its human mask, to describe the dark presence as intelligent would have implied human qualities on something decidedly inhuman. Nonetheless, it found the one spot in the diner that was dark enough. Some light spilled into the corridor, ravaging it. But it took the pain. Horrible as it was, the writer would soon fix that. He would be coming to the one place where it still had power.
Okay, these pages aren't really making a lot of sense to me at the moment, so I'm assuming it's going to be
The early morning
future.
light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, "Go through the fence on the left."
Well, folks, it's been another long night, and it's about time for me to sign off for a while. God knows I need my beauty sleep. Just
Who stays up all
one more
night
item
listening to this
before I
guy?
go. It's been a busy night for the sheriff's department. We've had a few broken windows, even a report of shots fired on Main Street. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton had to deal with two intoxicated young men who were celebrating the completion of
Okay, let's check this door. Okay. I just really want to make sure I don't miss anything. No, that's all good.
The caller had told me to find a hole in the fence behind the police station. There was something for me in an abandoned car.
Make my own hole. Okay. Is it up there maybe? Page?
The kidnapper fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting. We stood on the wooden platform of Lover's Peak, the waterfall on the mountain behind us, the lights of the radio mast blinking red in the heights above. I fought with the urge to take a swing, force myself to speak. Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
Okay, so Alex hasn't just disappeared or been taken by some sort of monster.
Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business.
Am I blind? Yeah.
Barry?
Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Ow! What the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
Why can't I just go? And then just worry about it later. Unless they're trying to link me to Alice's disappearance because we told that we had an argument. Ooh.
A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it.
The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
Okay. Sorry, it's only his sleeve. It's fine. And telly's broke. Definitely wasn't my fault.
Marvelous, Sarah. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their recent and regrettable little outing. They are not accountable for their actions, of course. I can assure.
Surely they have
Are you
been
feeling any
reprimanded.
better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh, hey, take it easy.
Hey, nobody move. Get your hands off of my client.
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler,
Oh, God.
his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Piss off.
Get me out of here.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him!
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was
God.
just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking up to Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Who's Max?
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan. She even has a fan site dedicated to you. And she was very helpful when I was looking for you. Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car, just listen to yourself.
And do you know why she was
What,
helpful?
you shot
Because
a
she's my
guy
stalker.
And his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? What, are you high?
Okay.
Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice.
Do
and
you
everything's
understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Okay, go away
Wait
then.
here.
You don't believe me, go away. Let's have a bear hug. Ah. Okay. Coffee. Rob the tool. Okay. Let's go at this door because we need to go and talk to that guy.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey,
Ah.
Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure. What happened?
Just rush from who?
Crazy poachers. Max here got his foot caught in a trap. They're illegal to use here. Hell, you're not supposed to hunt within the park at all. But that doesn't stop some lowlifes. Hell, at least Max is gonna be okay. He got lucky.
Oh,
Max is still groggy from the shot I gave him, and I'd rather not leave him alone just yet. The form's on the desk across from the mammoth skeleton.
God, I do
you can't just
everything
go
myself.
and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No, this whole thing. Listen, you hit your head.
Hit your head in a
geez,
minute.
Al, come on. You gotta understand how crazy all this sounds. If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha! Let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now.
Okay, whatever. Yeah, absolutely no help to me anyway.
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too. If you have any trouble finding it, just keep your eyes on the radio mast. It's right below that.
Okay.
Oh, and hey, if you take a walk in the woods, watch your steps so you don't end up like Max.
They're a joke.
Al, you're asking
You still
me to
going
believe
on?
that you shot a dude who went poof into thin air, a guy who was bulletproof until you pointed a flashlight at him.
Shut up. Oh, I didn't even see my room.
That's just crazy talk, Al.
Oh.
Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her! This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. But you're my best friend and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
You're not very bad anyway. By the looks of it. Ugh.
Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be deliverance all over again.
Bless you.
Germs to yourself.
Oh, this place is trying to kill me. I'll bet there's mold in here, spores, poison ivy, God knows what. This is so not worth a 15% commission.
Nice little lodge. Let's go out this way. Okay, any pages for me? No. Okay. Let's take a quick look around the back, because I'm assuming we have to go down there. Ah, another flask. Wow, look at the hot tub! I suppose we don't really feel like having a hot tub when our girlfriend's being kidnapped, but you know, it might just calm the nerves. Can't wind the well. Right, let's go. Thanks. Okay, so I've got my gun back, so we know shit's about to go down. Manuscript.
Barry had never gotten along with Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in padded cells for. It was as if his friend had experienced a massive psychotic episode and was now totally disconnected from reality. It scared the shit out of Barry.
Okay. Well, if he'd come with me, then he'd know that I'm not crazy, but you know, he wants to leave me to go running in the woods with a gun, that's fine.
This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
I feel like I'm gonna get attacked by crows. I just saw shadows. Yeah. Okay, can we go in here? Woo! Let's see if we can just casually walk into someone else's house. Of course we can.
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your best plan like? My plan? We'll make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to manage. Oh. No plan, really. Just taking the atmosphere.
They never really seem to say anything overly interesting. At least I've got another packet of ammo. I'm sure will come in useful. Let's play! Woo! Whoa. I'm sorry. Oh no. I don't like the look of that. Wasn't there a light on? I swear that light was on, that one. Hello? No music, don't start. Why can't it just be happy, like, nice music? Oh god. Hello? Woo! Okay. Oh no. Is it gonna say, in Night Springs?
The cancer and cure of civilization. But some crimes are impossible to punish, especially in Night Springs. Tonight's episode, The Man in the Mirror.
He's inside, Agent. He's a weird one.
So, you're confessing to killing that guy, huh? Why?
Had it coming?
Nice.
Yeah.
Good
Why would you do
excuse.
that? I mean, you're a nice guy. Normal. Took a kid to a soccer game. So how come at the game, you pick a guy and, quoting from the arresting officer's report here, assault the victim's head area repeatedly with the weapon of choice being a pair of bare fists? Wow. That sentence really flows, huh? Maybe you're not the literary type. Okay, so you mess him up. But why? Who was that guy? We couldn't ID him. Why would a guy like you do him like that?
I didn't like his face.
Well, you must have hated it, because you really went to town there. I mean, there's no way to tell what he looked like. No ID on him either.
That must be difficult.
But then we ran the fingerprints. Got a match. Your prints. Identical.
Huh, how about that?
Your son said you were wearing a white shirt when you took him to the game, but the white shirt is on the dead guy.
It's plenty red now.
Whoa,
You won't
freak.
get away with this.
Do you really think that's in any way relevant to me? I had plenty of time to talk to my boy before the cops arrived, you know? He won't stop screaming, am I right? You think he's ever gonna be okay? I left my mark. Believe me.
You bastard.
What? You gonna shoot me? What's the point? I'm going to prison. You got me.
I don't understand any of this.
And you never will. Don't worry. Maybe you'll see me again, Agent. Maybe in the mirror.
Okay, that's weird. Night Spring. There's some angry birds somewhere. Okay. You left your boot open. Come on. Anything nice for me? Paige?
The air in the visitor center was heavy with an awful smell, as if some rotten drowned thing had crawled up from its grave. Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes were drawn to the twisted shape of his broken leg. The attack had been vicious. Max whined in his cage. Rusty's eyes were wild with fear and terror. He gasped. Mr. Wake, it happened just the way it was on that page.
Uh-oh. So, we're going to have some problems at the visitor centre. Great. Oh good, that's where we're going now. I hope
The
you
vision left me weak. This was no head injury.
What?
Rusty, hang on! I'm coming! Please, help me!
There's no one in the car. Where are you?
Can you hear me?
Come in, man, chill out.
Please, help! Hello? Back here. I'm back here. Hey.
Mr. Wake?
It happened just to say you would. The way you said it would.
Hell. It happened just the way it was on that page. I found. Came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must... The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back.
And you think you're going to survive?
This couldn't be far. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened.
Look, someone's been flipping bins and all sorts. You know, it means business. Oh, yeah, was the bear gone? I just realised. Oh, there it is. Oh, no. Is it this one, he said?
The only way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on.
Yeah. So take your time, you know. Someone's only been shot. Just, you know, take time, find the right key. No, nothing to panic about. Let's get this page first.
At the last instant, I changed direction and threw myself down. The axe splintered the trunk of a tree. I stumbled into the pool of bright light. My lungs burned. I was too exhausted to move. I tensed as I waited for the killing blow, but it never came. I raised my head. Nothing moved in the darkness beyond. For the moment, bathed in the cold light, I was safe.
Great. Someone's going to be throwing axes at me again. My favourite pastime.
I was too
no.
late. Someone had destroyed the circuit breaker. There was no way to get the lights back on.
Oh, great.
Rusty! Rusty!
See, I'd sprint to get into the guy anyway. I'll just wait here. Ooh,
The ground was covered with oily patches that looked like liquid darkness.
What? Okay, that's not really normal. Okay, so if they're darkness, I'm assuming they're gonna...
Just need hunting licenses.
Ooh. Ow, no. Okay, let's go and help Max. Assuming he's still alive.
Something had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
Please, no! No, Max.
Fishing is only permitted for those prisoners. Urges of park. License, obey!
Whoa, he's quick.
Rusty? Rusty, no!
Two bears and wolves never approach any other. Keep closer than.
Whoa, stop!
Cats must be leashed.
I don't like you. Oh. You're not nice, man. Oh, go away. Oh, for God's sake. Okay, are we good? Yeah, the music seems to have stopped, so we'll probably be okay. Okay. No shortage of ammo then. Let's reload. Double check we haven't missed anything in here. Oh god. Don't slam things around. Okay, that's locked. Okay, let's go this. Oh, wasn't there another little cabin? Am I dreaming? Let's see if we can get in. Oh no, we can't. Or in here? Anything else? No. Okay. Let's try. You let me through? No. Was there a way through the back? Oh yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, freedom. Okay, it's a checkpoint. That means something horrible's gonna happen.
What the hell was that? I saw from the window. I saw something.
Forget about it, Barry. It's just me going crazy.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. You're not crazy. I wish you were crazy, but you're not crazy. Ow, be careful.
Stay in the cabin. Don't open the door for anyone. I mean it.
Okay. Another page.
In that last instant of consciousness, Rusty thought about Rose. He was older than she was. Rose was barely out of her teens, but she made him feel young and forget what a train wreck his long-dead marriage had been. He still wore the ring. He'd been waiting for her to tell him to take it off. Now she never would.
Wow, so that old Rusty was going out with Rose, the waitress. Weird. Oh no. Okay. Hello? Just give me my girlfriend back and it'll all be fine. Right, okay. I think I'm going to leave this episode here. Not a lot's happened. We haven't really got a chance to sort of go further into the forest to have a look for Rose, but that's what we'll be doing in the next video, and I'm sure it'll be eventful, no doubt. So thanks for watching. Leave me a like and any comments on what you think of it so far, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.